Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to this Monday morning, January 26th. We're looking at window traders' market profile of the S&NQ. Right now, the market's pretty much acting like Washington and Buffalo as they're getting hammered. We are looking at not only a daily gap, but a weekly gap. Okay? Two gaps on the table, possibly. ES's daily gap. I'm on SPY. ES's daily gap gets filled at 61.22, but they have a weekly gap that would get filled right now at 43.50. Okay, it's the market throwing a big time tantrum this morning. Good volume, very large gaps. Odds of these type of gaps of this magnitude being taken back will be very slim. Look where we stopped so far on the overnight low. January 8th, 12 wide POC, almost to the tick. Okay, and inside the gap from January 15th. NQ pulled back as low as January 14th's low. Okay, they blew through. Right now they're below where that gap is. But again, none of this matters until regular trading hours. So we'll have to see where we open. I can tell you this. Obviously, the overnight is very short, and the algos are very frisky and agitated, okay? So don't start listening to the gap and go crowd or anything of that matter. Wait for more MGI to form. I mean, these are huge gaps. You're going to have to play smaller, and you're going to have to widen your stops. Plain and simple. Once you start getting some intraday MGI to lean on better, that's going to put your trades better, more in focus. So keep that in mind, okay? I mean, these overnights are huge. You might not get the overnights for a while. It might take a while. Again, to give you a game plan this early, pretty silly. I can tell you one thing. I'll be looking for shorts unless something drastically changes, but not right at 9:30 when the bell rings. But you're going to have gap, huge gap. You're going to have value, tremendously low value. You're going to have indices. Right now, NQ is down 4%. Okay? ES is down over 2%. So they're not just going to give that up. Okay? We're not just going to have a V-shaped recovery right off the bat. So keep these things in mind. Okay? The turnovers could be important. If the market is continually pushing lower with good tempo and volume, then at 9:45 and again at 10, the odds are the algos will fire downward. If they don't, that's a telltale sign. That's a nuance. Just like we talked about the nuance on Friday where G couldn't get to A's low. This is what we're doing in here constantly, all day, every day. So you want to help yourself? Go join CamelbackTrading.org prior to this morning's opening. Now, let's look at the charts because it'll be easier to start seeing what's happening here. Okay, so here is this S&P, okay? The S&P right now on the monthly is balanced. We were saying the other day, there's a possibility of an outside month up, but if we take our last month's high, don't forget there's a possibility of an outside month down with a lot coming out this week. Well, right now we're trading at 594, okay? We're still way away from last month's low, which is 580 and change. But again, these are things to keep in mind. So we're in a 3-month balance. Okay, that's still a market waiting for more MGI, even with this bashing this morning. The weekly was balanced, never went up, right? Last week, we went from down to balance. Well, we're still balanced. So unless we take out 575.35, as vicious as this move is, it's just balance. Amazing, isn't it? And the daily is officially now in ES coming into balance. Markets don't go bull bear. It's going to look like it's bear this morning, but all it is balance after one time framing up for 8 days. Okay? Now, NQ is going to look differently, especially on the daily, because they were in a 3-day balance. So right now, ES will be forming a balance this morning. How big a balance? We'll see at the end of the day. Okay? That all remains to be seen. Right now, prior to the opening, will be between, where we're trading now is below the 50 but above the 20. But again, those will change once the market opens. So we'll see if we get stuck inside of those the first time. Now, as far as NQ goes, it's a big difference. They were in balance, right? I said they only stretched the balance low on Friday. I said I'm keeping them in balance. Well, now they're coming out of a 3-day balance, bear. So the market went bull, balance, bear on the daily. Okay? So keep that in mind. And on their longer term, they were already in, they were in a 2-month balance. Now there's a good chance they'll be in a 3-month balance. Okay, we'll see. What's this monthly low here? The high was 515. So again, we have a full week. We'll see how much of this week we take back to say whether it's a 3 or 2-month balance. And on the weekly, same thing. Unless you take out 499.70 from 2 weeks ago's low, you're still in balance. They're down almost $20 triple Qs. And guess what? It's just balance. Please keep this in mind. Okay? Good luck trading today. Be smart. Okay? Wait for the opportunities. Wait for more MGI to form. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.